My name is Steve. I am the Affordable Life Coach, and today we're going to talk about spontaneity, imperfection, doing things slightly above average, showing up, not being attached to the outcome, and more just a state of flow. I was watching a YouTube short on Frank Zappa. He's a musician, and what he said was really powerful. Someone asked him, "Are you a great guitarist?" And he said, "I'm a specialist, and my speciality is to go up on stage during the solo not knowing what I'm going to play, and basically entering that state of flow and not needing that control and that perfection or fearful that he's going to make a mistake or that audience is not going to like what he's playing." And he said other guitarists, they go up on stage and during their solo, it's perfection. It's practice. They play the same solo every week and they've mastered it and it looks very polished. And basically saying, that's not me. That's not my style. That's not the way I roll. I like the spontaneity, the fluidity, and the creativity of letting the music flow out of me, not knowing what is going to happen. Basically, I'm adding some stuff there, but basically that's the general gist of what he said, and it just hit me. And if you watch my videos, they're not scripted. The production value is very low. Sometimes there's gaps in the things I say, and a lot of this stuff, the majority of the videos, sometimes I'll have an idea of what I want to talk about, a general topic, but it's just, hey, what comes out is what you see. And I realize that's not for everybody, and there's much more polished, edited, higher production value videos you can find in this space. But I like the simplicity, the rawness, and the authenticity of just being able to share what's on my heart, share some of the things that I've read, studied, share what's happening in my life, share what's happening when I'm coaching clients. It just makes it more raw and, for me, authentic. And I know part of it, that's a big reason why my channel is much smaller. I watch some of these YouTube videos and they're like a movie production. You know, some of them are just so, the time and effort and energy and the production value and the editing. I'm like, man, there was one guy I was so impressed with this video, and I asked him how. It was probably like a 12-minute video. It was like a tech video. And I said, how long? It was incredible, your video. How long did it take? And he said it took like 30 hours. And I was like, that's not me spending 30 hours sitting at a computer editing videos. So I'd be curious what your thoughts are, if you have any constructive feedback for my videos, but just kind of so you know where my mindset's at. But let's transition that into your life. We are so like controlled and tight and rigid and censored and gotta say the right thing, gotta do the right thing, can't make a mistake. And it's exhausting because it takes so much effort to be able to perform on that level on a consistent basis. It wears us out, and it also it demotivates us. Like if I had to make finely tuned, polished, edited videos, I wouldn't be making videos because it's just not something I enjoy doing. I enjoy the communication. I enjoy some of the rough edges. And why can't we live our lives more like that? one of the things I work on in coaching is how to be more at peace, how to communicate more authentically with other people when I'm coaching clients, how to be more surrendered, more in a state of flow, more relaxed, more natural, more authentic, more honest. And we have this thing called the inner sensor, and it's constantly, it thinks it's protecting us. It's trying to protect us from getting rejected, from being judged, from failing, from making mistakes, from things being imperfect or flawed. And it really is crippling us because it squeezes that spiritual energy that is just organic. It suffocates it. And so now we're operating from here instead of from here. And when I make videos, I don't really know what the next thing I'm going to say is. It just kind of flows out of me. And it's when I get out of my own way, when I let my mind and the censor and the inner critic and the judge, I get them out of the way, and or I don't let them block me. And that's something that really blocks our state, that state of flow, that state of authenticity. And you could always tell the majority of people, especially when you're talking about people in the limelight, politicians, actors, actresses, musicians, it's very formulaic. When you hear them talk, it's very rehearsed, it's very deliberate, it's very safe. They don't want to say anything that is going to upset the woke mob. They don't want to say anything that's going to offend anyone. And we just come across looking very phony because human beings are not like that. Human beings, we have likes, dislikes, we have personalities that are messy, are imperfect, are flawed. And I always love watching and meeting people that can just be raw. They can say what they feel, and they realize probably 8 out of 10 people are not going to like them or going to be indifferent to them, but they're not altering who they are to seek approval. It just makes us a prisoner. And it's just in everything we do. I have clients that are artists, clients who like to write, clients who are creative, and when they're creating, or when we are creating and we are so worried about the outcome, we're short-circuiting our natural state of creativity, of flow, of taking risks. And if you're not getting judged, if you're not offending people, I'm not talking about being rude or being mean or being hateful. I'm not talking about any of that, but just being honest. It's such an exciting, adventurous way to live. And if you're a creative person, you do things not from the sense of how is this going to be received. You do it from a place, this is what I like. This is what I want to create. Like for me, I make videos that are helpful for me, that I've seen have been helpful for my clients, that videos that resonate with me, videos that are pure to my heart and to what I feel makes a healthy, holistic, content, fulfilled, peaceful life. And that's the journey that I've been on. And I know I can make different videos that would probably get a wider audience, would be more, would attract a different type of, a lot of my clients don't have a lot of money. And so I really do my best to make the coaching very affordable for them. I can make videos that are more geared towards business people or people that have more money, but that's just not me. And how many times do we sell ourselves out for the applause, for the approval, for the accolades, for the money, for the material possessions, for the to conform, for the status, for our ego. And then we can't understand why we feel empty and vacuous and unfulfilled inside. It's just tapping into that and just being in alignment with your values that you've chosen, not values based on what society says you should do. Like Frank Zappa said, most guitarists play the perfect, polished solos. That's the traditional thing that most people do. You want to be a traditionalist? You want to follow the rest of the sheep? Or do you want to be a rebel? Do you want to be independent? Do you want to be free-spirited, free-thinking? And that's what I love coaching people, because it's hard to do on our own. There's not going to be a lot of cheerleaders. And most people don't have the ability to endure the rejection, the disapproval, the ostracization in the face of being authentic and speaking authentically and creating authentically. And just, you gotta do you. And it's not easy to do that. And one of the things that I really focus on is in coaching is building that muscle of courage. Courage doesn't happen automatically. Courage takes practice by doing courageous acts. And you start small in coaching, we start small, and then we build up to more and more courageous acts. And fear is what dictates how we live our lives, what we say. It's like that. It's just like a straitjacket. Fear keeps us safe, keeps us comfortable, keeps us secure, but it kills our soul. It is so oppressive and so confining. And I just noticed when I walk, the closer I walk towards the edge, and the more risks I take, and the more courageous acts I engage in, and doing things that make me uncomfortable, it's like liberating. You feel like you're flying instead of crawling. And that's what I hope to impart in my videos. That's what I hope to impart, or I feel like I do impart in my coaching. And it's very, unconventional, non-traditional, and adventurous. And that's the way we should be living our lives. And surrounding yourself with like-minded people makes it so much easier. But when we get sucked in to, this is the way, it's like we're kind of conditioned and brainwashed and groomed. This is a way you have to live your life. There's a recipe, and 95% of the population follow it. And if it works for them, that's wonderful. But then why are so many people so unhappy? Why are we so anxious? Why are we so fearful? Why are we so just feeling like life is a grind and a rut and a routine? And it just, it's exciting. And then you could take failure as an opportunity for tremendous growth, tremendous self-development. If you're not doing difficult things, you're gonna stagnate. And that's what we want to do. We want to do difficult things because that's how we learn, that's how we evolve, and that's what makes us human and excited to wake up in the morning and to be alive. Thanks for watching. If you want some very affordable coaching, the consultation's free. My email is in the description. If you want to write a comment, please do. If you want to subscribe and see more videos like this, and you want to like the video, go ahead. It's always appreciated. But the comments, I really do appreciate, and it inspires me to continue making videos. And please feel free to share these videos with other people. And if you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. Any amount is really appreciated. And even though it's a small amount, it means a lot to me, because it's a way to show that, hey, you want to see more videos like this and the content is valuable for you. And we appreciate things more so when there's a cost to them, when we pay for them. So thank you so much, and look forward to the next video.